Greetings, my little box of chiclets. Let me tell you what's been going on, or I can show you what's been going on. In between showers, oh, the carnage. Carnage. The engine was put mostly together, and now the engine is in the old car. Mostly in the old car. So, had to get me an upper radiator hose and some more hoses and new stuff everywhere. So, there's what you see. Haven't had a lot of time working on it because it's been too blooming hot, and I frankly wasn't too excited about standing up out here on my little legs. So this is what I got done in 2 or 3 weeks. So I got to put the distributor in and wire it and fire it, and then it'll be done. I was really proud because I got a fan shroud for it. It's supposed to be for a '68 Mustang, and it is, but what we've got here is we've got the wrong standoff on the end of the water pump, which puts it a lot closer, and then the radiator is like, I don't know, it's a 3-core, so it sticks out a little bit too much, just enough to where that new fan shroud didn't work too good. So I'll get me another standoff, a shorter one. I think I've got probably 17 of them, and I'll pick me one out and replace that. Everything will be copacetic. I'll put my nice shiny radiator shroud on it, which I like radiator shrouds, especially these things here. When I crossed over and worked for the Ford place for a while, they had recall on these little riveted fans. Not necessarily these, but the ones that was on the LTDs and the last of the Gelaxis, because they would come asunder, and they would either fly through the radiator, or fly through the hood, or fly through anybody that's standing next to it. So they were pretty vigorous on their stuff, but mostly the big blocks and 429s and things that were throwing them over high revving. So I'm supposed to always be cautious of these fans because they do come asunder. But anyway, we just have to watch it until I get the little plastic fan shroud. Like that's going to stop it. These sharp blades when they blow up. So in the little school that put this together, busted off just enough bolts, snapped them off to where I had to dig them out easy mount. So, and there's no pointer. They kept the pointer, I guess, to put it on something else. So what I'll do is I'll take the #1 spark plug out, which would be this one right here, and I'll finger time it, or thumb time it. Put your thumb in here and you spin it over, and when it blows your thumb out of the hole, you add about 10 degrees down there on the crank, and you cram your distributor in it, and then you got enough room to maneuver it into time. And without the pointer, you can just time it with a vacuum gauge like Chef Tush does. And then you can set your carburetor by the vacuum gauge too, which is a really good way to do all sorts of stuff. So I'll put that in the hole because I've been fighting the dad burn any hole open. The dirt daubers have been taking advantage of it. And you don't want dirt daubers to stop up these holes in this thing. They stopped up the vacuum line to the modulator valve, stopped it up, so I had to take it plumb off and clean it and blow it out. And they've tried to stop up lots of stuff. So I've had to be diligent. I have to look that one up to make sure I'm doing right, saying it right. But needless to say, I've been fighting the dirt daubers. They're not around right now. But there's one. But they were really aggravating me. So I had to put a part on, then I had to tape it over or put these dirty rags on them to keep the holes from getting filled in. So it was just some added nonsense to that. This is gonna cut my hose if I don't do something there. Yeah, I spent a day fixing some of the bodges that was on the firewall. And I still got 2 more holes to fix where the throttle goes through. I've got to put a grommet there, keep the wind out. And there's a big hole. I really don't know what goes through that, but there's a big hole there that you probably can't see. So I've got a sack full of grommets, as Grandma would say, and I'll start grommeting and finish grommeting. But it had plates and stuff left off and all sorts of stuff. So that is taking a while more to make things right. And I got a lot more to do to make it right. But, you know, what have I got to do? Nothing. And intake manifold I got is a C8ZE, which I think is a Mustang. And when I pull the other intake off this thing, it was EO something or other, but the block casting in the valley pan was 13. So 13's always been a lucky number for me. If you believe in stuff like that, which you just say it's a lucky number and go on. You're not bound by lucky numbers. But we've got, my dad was born on the 13th. And my sister was born on Friday the 13th. Marianne was born on November 13th. And I think just about everybody in our family has a 13. And me, since I'm kind of different, I was born on the 31st, which is 13 backwards, which is perfect for me since I think of everything inverted. And that's the way that goes. So that's the 13 story. Everything else is normal back here. We got another beloved granddaughter living with us. That's her sweetheart. And she's staying with us. She got away from the city where it's evil and all of its evilness. And I think that's a wonderful thing. We're going to get her around and get her some driver's license and put her in a car or something. Let her get her a job, and I want her to go to college. But we'll see what we can do. We'll give her a good start anyway, and a good safe place to live with plenty of food and air conditioning, which is excited. So that's about it. Already, you wouldn't think that I'd be done this early after being gone for so long from Utopia, but I've been gone. And let me put this on a thing here. What do I usually do? I usually put it on my toolbox here. Sorry. There you go. Can you? No? Maybe? No? Okay. Apologize for not doing what's right. I got a lot of stuff going on and everything. I'm fine, by the way. My new doctor says that I need to have some more of my guts pulled out and figure out what it is, what's going on. The new doctor has to go through everything the previous doctor has gone through, and so I'm dreading that, because them biopsies, they kind of sting a little bit. But I think they've come up with a word called metabolic syndrome. So, yeah. So I'm good. No cancer. No brains. Ooh, pop snap. So that's a wonderful thing. And thank y'all for praying for me. It worked. And it continues to work. And I pray for all yuns too. And so it's just a lovely day. It's a gift, and we need to gift it to someone else. I'm going to go in there and gift the granddaughter. She stays up and plays video games and stuff. And she's got a laptop that she does a farm game where she's building houses and planting wheat and stuff like that. And I would do one if they had a game for, you know, like a junkyard or something. And but I've been gone, absconded, trying to do this other stuff and studying on it. And I apologize for not watching a bunch of your videos, which I do watch a bunch of your videos. But when I watch them on my computer, my darn thing you punch on, that's you know, somewhere else right now. So if I can watch them on my phone, I can comment. But at least I can always give y'all a thumbs up and love you that way. But when you're it's a character flaw for me to sink inside myself whenever I'm dealing with a bunch of stuff. I just kind of close down and cocoon, or my brother called it something, being a hermit or something. So I just kind of dissolve inside myself and try to think of other ways out. So that leaves everything else out, as far as being social and things like that. And I apologize. That's another flaw of mine. You can put that on the wall with my other flaws. And that's about it. But I'll try and do better. And I'll do better for a while. And then something else will happen and I'll go, what? Okay. Dogs. So that's what I've been doing. I stood up all day before yesterday, and got a lot of that car put together, a lot of the engine put together, and outside of my feet hurting and a couple cramps, I'm fine. I went to the doctor and done some more stuff downtown, in town, yesterday. I come home happy as a lark. And this morning I got up at 7, at 6. I just bouncing around and doing stuff, and even beat Mary Ann up. I didn't beat her up, but I beat her awake. It takes a coward to beat on a woman. I think. And I've seen plenty of that growing up in my own family. But don't look back. You got to look forward. Everything's wonderful now. And let's see, I think that's it. Got the grandkid in there, Emerald. And she's wonderful. And she's very gentle. And her sister Chloe's still with us. And she's just biding her time. I guess she's got a job or something in town. And getting ready for her college stuff. And she's going to Hendrix, which is a very prestigious, for here, very prestigious college. But it's got the one class that she wants. So she's going to do that. And be the brain trust of the whole family. Hopefully. And we'll see if we can get Emerald on doing the stuff. And getting smarter. And that's about it. My plans for the future is to get the radiator, spin the distributor and cram it in the hole and put some water and antifreeze in it and wire and fire it. Now when I get ready to wire and fire it, y'all gonna be with me. But understand that I've had to oil this thing from top to bottom, so it's gonna smoke like a tire kiln. Is that even a thing? It's like I was thinking that the day today is some odd. They'll say, well, I have 300 and some odd things like that, or he give me 5 tomatoes and some odd bunch of okra. I don't know if some odd is a word or just a phrase or whatever it is, but we use that a lot. I use that a lot, almost as much as directly, which is directly, or fixing. I'd say I'm fixing to do that, which is I'm fixing to do something. So I'm fixing to play with the Mustang some here directly. Boy. And I'll see about getting it to fire up a little bit, and then I'll turn y'all on. It may not be today. It may be tomorrow. I'll go in there and make me some post toasties and have breakfast. And we'll see how the day goes. So I'll just say that I love y'all, and take care of each other. As I would you if you was here. I'd pat you on the head and take care of you. And we'd have a lot of fun. We wouldn't be working. No, they'll say, I'll come down and visit you, Cutworm, and we'll get so-and-so done. No, we won't. We'll get in that truck and we'll go see stuff and we'll go do stuff that's fun, not just work. So that's always my thoughts. And that's the truth. Okay. All right. Love y'all. Bye-bye.